parking lot. Just thought I'd do a live stream, and that's what I'm doing.
I'm just taking this stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm not done yet.
All right. Well, I just started a live stream.
All right.
So,
Just move that.
okay. All right. Anyway, that was Jason. He's still working for another 10 minutes, I think. But I thought I would just come on here and do a live stream from the car, because I do live streams from the car. I put up a bunch of videos, I think 3 videos today. And they were all short. One was about a frog. One was about a woodpecker, and one was about ants. So they were all about, things found in nature. And I think they're doing okay, actually. Maybe I'll just switch the camera around for a sec here. So you can see, this is where I am at the Dollar General. And it was a gorgeous day today. Over 80 degrees, sunny, nice. Really nice. So nice. I wonder if anyone's going to come in here. Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing when I do these. Like, what's the why? Why am I doing them? Because I can, I guess, is part of the reason. But it's also kind of fun. Fun to do. Can be fun. Can be very fun. I was thinking about doing a video where I review other YouTubers. Vegan dolls. It's therapeutic to talk into the void. Yeah, I guess it is. Hello, vegan dolls. Thanks for that. That was nice. Sometimes it is therapeutic to just talk. I know some people, not me, but some people don't have anyone to talk to, really. And that's kind of a sad situation. So, anyway. But yeah, so I was thinking I might do a video about YouTubers that I watch and some ones that I like. Now, there's a new person that I found that I really like who does short videos, and once a week does a crafting video. Now, I'm not into the crafting, but some people, you just watch their videos and you just think, wow, they're really fun to talk or listen to or talk to. So it's kind of some weird late night stuff going on here. I don't know if you've ever sat in the car near closing time at a Dollar General, but anything can happen. But anyway, yeah, I was thinking I was going to say, okay, you got it out of me. I'll tell you the name of my latest favorite YouTuber. I worked in one. Well, you know what it's like then. But anyway, I found this, how do you even find videos? I don't know. You just find them randomly, I guess. It was honestly very dangerous. Yeah, well, I suppose it can be. I wouldn't say this one seems very dangerous. I mean, it's in a very small town, and, I don't think there's a lot of danger to this, but Um, I'm glad you got out of there, vegan dolls, and now you're doing something else and safe. That's good. But what I was going to tell you was the name of my latest YouTuber that I really like. Is his name is Kevin Yee, Yee, and he does a lot of kind of like funny shorts, and then he also does a crocheting craft club video once a week on a Saturday. Now, I don't have any interest in crocheting or crafting, but I like him. I think he's fun to watch, and I just think he's great. So he's was involved as a script writer, I think, and some other things involving television and movies and whatever. He's in Vancouver, I think, right now. And he's sort of a dual American and Canadian citizen. But I highly, highly recommend Kevin Yee to anyone that wants to watch a fun video. That's fun. I'm saying he's fun. He is fun. Shout me out. Nick. Well, hello. I think, that name you have, something tells me if I were to say the name, it might sound like something else that, I don't want to say. So, Nick, if in fact that is your real name, and I don't think it is. Okay. This is what you get when you open the chat to everybody. Yep. Why are you so rude? I don't know. My name's Nick. Yes, Nick. And then can you shout out to my brother that just passed away? Yeah. I've done live streams before. I understand this whole thing. Okay? I get how it works. I've been here. I've done that. I know how it works. And yeah, it's just kind of not that funny anymore. But anyway, yes, where was I? Oh, yes. So vegan dolls, you said, I watch a lot of channels just for the people that make them. I do too. I mean, that's part of why it's fun, because you kind of like the person. And yeah, it's very fun. So anyway, what else? Well, I'm trying not to yawn. I can't. I yawn. Okay, I get in the car, I start talking about whatever. People try to get me to say things that I really don't want to say. I've never watched a video. Well, Quincy Jones, that's a special condition to be in, never having watched a video. There are people that have never watched TV. There are people that have never made a phone call. There are people that have never used a cell phone, probably. I had a friend who refused to use a debit card she never used one. She lived to be 75 without ever having or using a debit card. She used money, credit cards, everything else that you can do, but yeah, she just didn't like the idea of debit cards. So it's like, no, it's not going to do that. And I can respect that. And it's coming up on, let's see, I've been on here almost 10 minutes. Oh, my brother just recently started using a card. Thought everything was a scam. Well, there are scams. Scams they exist. Like, I've been pretty fortunate. I haven't really had any scams that I can. Well, no, I shouldn't say that completely. One time I had an account. I had a Walmart account, and then I found out someone bought something on my Walmart account in another state, but I didn't have to pay for it or anything. And I don't know. I've kind of had the opposite problem where I'd sometimes try to send money for something and then it's blocked because of my bank's fraud protection, which is a little bit too protective even when I want to do something. Sometimes it gets blocked. So that's kind of the opposite of a scam. It's trying too hard to prevent scams to the point where you kind of can't do what you want. But anyway, I think I've been on here for 11 minutes. I can't tell exactly what time it is. It looks like I can tell exactly what time it is. It's 9:05. I could stay on, but I don't know. I think I'm just going to yawn a little bit and wrap up this video. So thank you for tuning in. If you did, thank you for not asking me to say inappropriate things if you didn't. And I'll just have to see you next time. So have a good night.